Ladies and gentlemen, welcome right here to the Game Plan University. Lessons by Legends here with NFL great, the legend himself, Houston Texan, Minnesota Viking, Mr. Kailee Wong. How you doing, sir?
What's up, guys? What's up, everybody? I tell you what,
It's going
awesome
down
to
today.
be out here today with these kids running around, learning stuff. Learn about how to be a pro, how to take care of your body. Learn about how to the drills and the exercises that pros will do. I mean, I tell you what, I don't understand how anyone who is an athlete is missing this, because it's going to be unbelievable today.
Man, what's going to go down today? What are you going out here teaching? I know you're working with linebackers. You can work with a lot of positions because you play several positions.
Absolutely.
In the league. So what you going to teach out here today?
Well, right now, as you can see, we're literally, these kids are just learning how to warm up,
Yes,
how to
sir.
properly warm up to get their body ready to compete.
Is that a key, Mr. Wong?
It is the biggest key. That's the one thing that I think information that isn't passed down enough
All right.
is the importance of warming up, of preparing your body, taking care of your body so you can perform at your ultimate best.
Well, you're still in good shape as I see right now. So what do you do on a daily regimen?
There you go.
To stay in shape?
So daily stretching is very important to me. Foam rolling is very important, right? And then after that, it's just movement, right? I like to move, so I do Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu, I lift weights, I run, we'll do all kinds of different types of activities, events, sports, because playing multiple sports, doing multiple things, that's how you develop athleticism and maintain it.
So what's the key to getting to the next level? Look, some of these guys right now, this is the junior high school
Right.
level. They got to get to high school. What's the
sure.
key to getting that? What you teach them today?
My first thing I tell them, even though we're focusing on football today, play as many sports as you can.
Really?
That's my number one key.
Why would you say that, Mr. Wong?
Because that develops athleticism, just the general term of it, right? So athleticism translates.
Okay.
It can be soccer, things that you learn in soccer
Yes, sir.
apply to football.
Okay.
Things that you learn in basketball apply to football. And in fact, there's very few one sport only pro athletes
Yes, sir.
that reach that next level.
All
They
right.
all have a background of playing multiple sports, so I think there's a lot of crossover and a lot of things you can learn from just moving different ways.
A lot of these kids have a dream. They look at you all on Sundays and they say, that's where I want to be. And some of them believe, hey, if I go to school, do what I have to do,
Right.
that's where I'm going to be. But that's not reality. What's the reality to making it into the NFL?
Look, I mean, the reality is you got to be lucky. You got to work hard.
You believe that? You believe you have to be lucky?
Yeah, there is some aspects.
Okay.
There's guys I played with that were better than me.
Yes, sir.
But stuff happens.
Right.
Injuries happen. Maybe they didn't take care of their bodies in
Yes,
the
sir.
way that they weren't very good at studying.
Yes,
they
sir.
weren't good at understanding football. So there's a lot of things that go into it. But most importantly, it's probably just the work.
Okay.
Just show up, do the work, and ultimately never limit your options.
All right.
So yes, it's important. We know as an athlete, if you want to get the NFL, the reality is you can't come from high school to the NFL.
Okay.
So it means you're going to have to go to college.
Right.
It means you're going to have to go to college.
That's right.
It means you're going to have to get in college and
books.
be able to be eligible.
You're talking about the books.
Exactly.
Okay, all right,
So,
all right.
So that is an obvious step for anyone who's wants to have their dreams of
Let's
playing
make it
in the
real
NFL.
interesting.
All right.
In college basketball, they can go from basketball one year to the NFL.
Correct.
Why is that so hard? We know NFL is a grown man sport. It's a collision every
Yeah.
single play. Why is that so hard?
Well, I mean, the body's just not ready.
Okay.
It's just different. And don't get me wrong, there aren't very many superstars. There's the LeBron James, the Kobe
Oh, yeah.
Bryants, these guys that you talk about went straight from high school and
One in a
into
million.
pros.
Yes, sir.
But if you really think about the who's who in the NBA, Kevin Durant, Stephon Curry,
Yes, sir. Yes,
these
sir.
guys they didn't just come out of college like yesterday.
No, sir. No,
you know what I'm
sir.
saying? And so I think there is some growing, and football is even more so. Football is an impact sport. It's somewhat of a combat sport, and so there's a lot of pounding on growth plates and that type of stuff. And as an 18-year-old, you're still growing.
That's right. You're true.
You know what I'm saying? You're still getting stronger. You're still, testosterone is still ramping up in you.
What would
And so-
Kailee Wong do
Yeah.
to an 18-year-old if the NFL decides I'm gonna let you go from high school to the pros, and Kailee Wong's on the other side of the linebacker? What would Kailee Wong do to an 18-year-old finna run the ball?
I mean, it's barely fair with the kids come out of college
Right,
into
right,
the NFL
right.
after 4 years. It definitely ain't fair if you're coming out of high school.
Right.
You just don't have the knowledge. You just don't have the experience.
Yes, sir.
There is a reason why teams have veterans on it, because there's just some things you just have to learn on the job.
Okay.
And so all the little tricks, I don't care if it's the most talented kid out there who's 18, there's too many tricks and trades that vets can use.
Welcome to the NFL.
They're just getting locked down. So,
thank you again, Mr. Kailee
absolutely.
Wong. We're going to be talking to you all throughout
Sounds
the day.
good.
If you have anything to leave to these kids today, what's your goal?
My number one goal: work hard, take care of your body. Right? Those two things, because if you just focus on high school, then you're gonna then unfortunately your body might be hurt in college.
Yes, sir.
If you're only focusing on just playing in college, then what if you go to the next level?
Yes, sir.
Are you prepared to have a long career like Andre Johnson, like Arian Foster, like myself?
Like you. That's
Yeah.
right. That's right. Don't leave you out. Mr. Kailee Wong, thanks
Thank
for
you,
coming to the
brother.
show, and we'll get to you while you're on the field.
Absolutely.
Appreciate it, brother.
Sounds good.